Hi and welcome to this video where I'm going to talk to you about how to become a social media manager in 2020 with no experience whatsoever and no money. So what does a social media manager do? Well, they put out great content for business owners and they bring it to life. And a lot of business owners, they know that they need to be on social media. They know their competitors are on social media, but what they don't have is they don't have the money to bring in a huge marketing team to do it for them. So what they're looking for and what they need is someone like you who's a freelancer, who's on their own and who's going to charge them a package deal, but they don't have to fork out for maternity pay or holiday or sick pay, and they need a freelancer. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can become a social media manager with no money and no experience. So the two questions that I always get asked is, I don't have experience, so how can I become a social media manager? And the other thing I get asked a lot is, I don't have any money, so how can I start? Well, I started as a social media manager with no experience. I had no experience in the industry. I didn't come from a marketing background. I had no degree in marketing. I literally didn't know anything about marketing or social media. I was APA, that's my background, and that's what industry I was in. So I was in that industry for over 15 years, and the last role I had before starting my own business was a PA to a CEO. So you can see that I had absolutely no experience whatsoever. But what I did know was I knew a little bit more than business owners. So that's all you need. You just need to know more than they do. And to do that, the best thing that I would suggest is for you to sign up to socialmediaexaminer.com and Social Media Today, because they have a wealth of knowledge and articles on all different things on social media, and they are key to learning and finding out things that you need to know on the various platforms. And it really isn't a case that you need to know everything to work for a business owner. Most business owners don't have the capability to do social media themselves. They know they need to be there because their competitors are online, and they don't often have the time to do it themselves. So all you really need to do and know is slightly more than them. So there's a huge need for social media managers at the moment, and right now business owners need your help. So I bet that when you've bought something, or you're looking to buy something, or you're going to a restaurant, I bet you check them out online. So you might go to their website to begin with, and then you might have a look around their social media platforms, and you want to know, are they live? How do they treat their customers? What are they up to? Are they open? What are their opening hours? What are they doing? What kind of food do they provide? For example, my daughter has ballet lessons, and when I first was looking around to find out if where to put her and where to take her, I had to go and find their social media platforms. A lot of them actually didn't even have websites, but they were on social media. And I wanted to make sure that it was a reputable company, that they had good reviews, and that they were posting regularly on social media to see what was going on. So it is absolutely vital for business owners to be on social media today, right now, and that is where they need your help. So the second question I always get asked is, I don't have any money to start. Well, let me tell you that you don't need any money to start. So being a social media has really very little overheads. You don't really need anything. All you need to do is find a space in your house, whether it be in the lounge, in the kitchen, have a laptop, and you can start right away. You don't need any, that's the beauty of being social media, is that you don't need to put out any money up front. You don't need to start buying loads of products or stuff like that. You just need a computer. You need Wi-Fi and a computer and someone to sit in your lounge. So I have an office at the moment, but before that I didn't. I just worked in my kitchen. So you can do it anywhere, and you don't need any money to start whatsoever. And that is the greatest thing about being a social media and starting a business, is that you don't find many businesses out there where you don't have to put up a huge cost beforehand, especially if it's a brick and mortar business, because there's so many overheads. But when you're working from home, there's literally nothing. So you don't need any money to start as a social media manager. So the third question I get after I don't have an experience and I don't have any money is, how do I find clients? Well, there are loads and loads of ways of finding clients, but the first thing I would suggest, and especially if you don't have an experience, is to look at your circle of friends and family, so your inner network. And I would reach out to those and see if they know of any business owners that would need some help with social media and they need some support. And quite simply, all I would do is put a post on Facebook on my personal profile and say, I'm starting as a social media manager and I'm looking to help business owners and provide them with some social media support. Do you know anyone? Can you put me in touch with anyone? And you will be surprised with how many comments you get back. So that would be my first suggestion, is to look at your friends and family, see if they know anyone. If they don't know anyone, someone else might know someone and they might refer you to someone else. So that's where I would start, is your inner circle, looking and reaching out to those friends and family, because if they don't need services themselves, they might know somebody who does. So that is the first step that you need to take. So the second way that you could find clients is through a Facebook pixel. So you don't need to do Facebook ads or anything to start with. That's something to look at further down the line when you're more experienced and you're growing your business, and you can upskill to doing Facebook ads. But at the moment, Facebook pixel is a pixel that you can add to your Chrome extension, and you can find out whether websites have a Facebook pixel. Now, if they don't, it's more likely that they would need some kind of social media help. If they do have a Facebook pixel, then they've probably got someone within their business that knows what they're doing and is helping them out with social media. But that's not necessarily true all the time. So I'm just going to jump over to the computer and show you how to add that Facebook pixel to your browser and find out if websites have Facebook pixels or not. So I'm just going to quickly run through how to add a Facebook Pixel Chrome extension to your browser so you can identify those websites that have got a Facebook Pixel on them. So if you just type in Facebook Pixel Chrome extension into Google, and then this will come up. So it says Facebook Pixel Helper. So click on that, and it will take you through to this page. And I've already got the extension on my browser, but if you don't, it will say here something like upload extension or download extension to the browser. So you just click on that button, and what will happen is you'll see this thing up the top here, which has got some arrows and the slash and another arrow, and that is your Pixel Helper. So I'm just going to look at a couple of websites so you can see what I mean. So I typed in one of my local hairdressers randomly just to see if they have got a Facebook Pixel, and if you click on this icon up here, you'll see it says no pixels found. So they may be a business that would need help from a social media manager, because it may be that they don't have anyone looking after their social media, and it's a potential opportunity. Another one that I had a look at was the Potting Shed Cafe, so they're a cafe and restaurant near me. And again, if you click on the Facebook Pixel Helper up here, no pixels found. So again, that might suggest that they don't have anyone managing their social media and could be a potential lead. Now, if I found a website like this and I wanted to go to them and ask if they needed any help, then what I might do is just have a look around their website and go and visit their social media platforms. So here they're on Facebook, Twitter and Google+. So I'd go and have a look on Facebook and Twitter and see what's happening. And if there wasn't much, or they might be regular, they might not be, they might have good content or not so good content, and I might just type out a little report for them with a few tips and just go in and hand it to them, try and speak to the manager or the owner and ask if they have anyone doing their social media. It's really, really easy. And then I just picked a website that I thought would definitely have a pixel because they are a big brand, so Trespass. I've recently bought a coat from them actually. So I just wanted to show you what it would look like if someone did have a pixel. So I'm just going to tap on the button. You can see there's like a green 4 there. Tap on that and you can see that they've actually got 4
pixel events. So, you know, page view, you don't really need to understand this, but you know that they've got a Facebook pixel on their website. So it may be likely that they have someone doing their social media, and I'm sure Trespass have a whole marketing team doing their social media. But if it's a smaller business and they have that Facebook pixel on there, they may already have someone helping them out, but they may not. So it's worth just checking their social media profile, see what's going on. If there's nothing been going on and there's no posting, then perhaps they don't. So always check out their platforms just to be sure, and it will give you a great indication as to whether they have someone helping them or not.
So the third way to find clients is through LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. It is a brilliant platform to get clients, and my very first few clients came from LinkedIn. And I've done another video on this, on how to connect, how to engage, what you need to do to find clients, but I will just quickly run through a few things. So you need to connect with business owners who you want to work with, and you can then engage with the content that they are providing and putting out there. And by engagement, I mean by liking, commenting, sharing their articles and their posts. And then you also need to be sharing your own content and posting content out there, so that you come across as someone who knows what they're talking about, and you can provide lots of tips. You can build that relationship with the business owners so that they are likely to come to you when they need help, and they will remember you because they keep seeing your content. So if you have no experience, you have no money, and you're worried about finding clients, don't be. Honestly, you can become a social media manager with no experience and no money, and don't worry about finding clients, because I guarantee you will find them. And I did a video recently about the 5 different ways that you can find clients. And when I first started, obviously that's a worry, finding clients, because you have bills to pay, but you really need to take that leap of faith. And I'm so glad that I did. If you don't take that leap of faith, nothing will ever happen, nothing will ever change, and you'll still be stuck in your job that perhaps you hate, or perhaps you're looking for more flexibility that you don't have at the moment. So I'd love it also if you came over and joined my Facebook group. It's called Social Media Mums with a Z. In there is lots more information, guidance, free training, free advice on how to become a social media manager, and how to get that experience, and how to create the life that you want to lead. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you on the next.